Hey, I didn't expect to start talking about a monitor this early in the morning, but after living with the 27GX790A-B day in and day out, I realized I have to share what it really feels like. This is for the person who's reached the point where visuals matter in every moment, not just in the big cinematic scenes, but in the tiny details that make you feel the game, the story, the work on your screen. You know when something looks average. You also know when it doesn't. Before we go deeper, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Displays like this don't stay stable, and hesitation often turns into regret. You didn't decide to upgrade randomly. You felt the itch the first time you booted a fast-paced game and your old screen just couldn't keep up. Maybe you noticed smearing in dark scenes or subtle ghosting that pulled you out of the moment. You told yourself it was fine, but deep down you knew you were settling. The first time you switch to this Ultragear OLED, it hits you, not with numbers, but with presence. Colors that feel like they have weight. Contrast so deep you forget what flat blacks used to look like. Motion so clean you start catching details you didn't even realize you were missing. Once you feel that level of performance, going back feels like watching through fogged glass. Imagine this: you're in a high-stakes match where every millisecond counts, and the fluidity gives you an edge you've never known. Or you're watching a scene that unfolds slowly, and shadows stay rich without washing out. Or you're editing a project and suddenly every color shift feels intentional, precise, alive. That's not the hype, that's the feeling this panel delivers. Don't wait for prices to climb or for stock to tighten. This kind of upgrade is exactly what people tell themselves they'll get later, and then watch the moment slip away. If you're wondering if it's too much, that doubt comes from years of making do with lesser gear. This isn't overkill. This is freedom from compromise. Performance that stops asking for tweaks and starts giving you room to think, create, compete. You see color depth that feels natural, motion that stays crisp, and immediate contrast that pulls you into every scene, smooth responsiveness. You trust a clarity that makes you forget about specs. It's premium, so it isn't the cheapest choice. OLED needs a bit more care over time. At some point, comparing refresh rates and response times stops mattering because your eyes already know what they want. Every time you look at something weaker, you come back here, because you feel the difference. Don't let this be the upgrade you push off and look back wishing you did it sooner. If you're ready to feel like your setup finally matches your ambition, check the current price right now and make the move.